In 1917, when America entered World War I, a group of black soldiers from New York volunteered to serve. They were proud, disciplined, and ready to fight for their country. But their country wasn't ready to fight for them. They were known as the Harlem Hellfighters, the 369th Infantry Regiment, an all-black unit in a segregated army. When they arrived in Europe, white American soldiers refused to fight beside them. So the U.S. Army handed them over to the French, who didn't share America's racist rules, and that's when the legend began. The Harlem Hellfighters were placed directly on the front lines. No breaks, no rest, no rotation. For 191 days straight, they fought harder and longer than any other American unit in the war. They faced machine guns, poison gas, and endless bombardments, but they never broke, never surrendered. The Germans began to fear them. They called them the Hellfighters, because no matter what they threw at them, these men just kept coming. Among them were two men who became living legends, Private Henry Johnson and Private Needham Roberts. One night, while guarding a trench, they were attacked by a German raiding party. Outnumbered, outgunned, and wounded, they fought back with bare hands, knives, and rifles. Henry Johnson was shot multiple times, but he refused to fall. When his gun jammed, he grabbed a knife and kept fighting. He saved his comrade and held off over 24 German soldiers alone. For his bravery, the French awarded him the Croix de Guerre, one of their highest military honors. But back home in America, he returned to racism, poverty, and silence. The U.S. didn't even give him a medal until 100 years later. When the Harlem Hellfighters finally came home in 1919, they marched through New York City to a thunder of applause. Thousands lined the streets of Harlem to celebrate their heroes, but the joy didn't last. Many returned to discrimination, denied jobs, and faced violence during the Red Summer of 1919, the same year they came back. They had fought for democracy overseas, but had to keep fighting for dignity at home. Still, they stood proud, because they knew what they had done. They had proved that courage has no color, and that patriotism can live even in a nation that doesn't always love you back. The Harlem Hellfighters' legacy lives on. Their music, jazz, spread across Europe during the war, inspiring a new sound. Their bravery inspired generations of black soldiers who followed. And their name became a symbol of strength, honor, and resilience. More than 100 years later, the world still remembers them, not for the country they served, but for the courage they carried. The Harlem Hellfighters didn't fight for recognition. They fought for freedom and became legends instead.